Nearly 250,000 animals were tested on in New Zealand last year. It seems almost inconceivable, but the numbers speak for themselves. 224,048 animals were used in testing in 2013, and many didn't survive.
With 224,000 animals tested upon, and 80,000 of those animals died as a result of that research, that's a lot of animal suffering, and we're very concerned about that.
Those numbers are outlined within the National Animal Ethics Advisory Committee's 2013 annual report released this week. The report notes that 16,000 of the animals suffered greatly during the testing.
And that was actually a little bit higher than it was last year. So we don't think there's anything to be too proud of at the moment.
The study shows the amount of animals tested on has decreased 25.9% since 2012. However, SAFE says this is nothing to be proud of, and it's only because of an ongoing trial finishing.
A lot of the research projects go actually by 3-year cycles. So last year they finished with some of these major projects that they did, especially with cattle, for instance. So that's why you see a drop of about 70,000 cattle being used.
Hunt is concerned over animal testing taking place at universities around the country, one of them Lincoln University.
Most of the research there is for agriculture research, so effectively this is not to improve our quality of life. This is just so that people can make more money out of animals. And we don't believe that's a justification for causing suffering.
This is an Official Information Act request response from the Lincoln University to the New Zealand Anti-Vivisection Society, released this time last year. In it, the Vice-Chancellor says that Lincoln University has a long-established position of not publicly releasing details on animal manipulations involved in research. The university's reasoning is that by disclosing the research figures, staff could be put in danger, and that the researchers involved have specifically requested that such information is not released. CTV News has asked Lincoln University to supply data on how many animals were tested on in the past year, and how many were killed in the process. However, a Lincoln University spokesman says the university has an obligation to protect staff from inappropriate protest actions concerning animal testing for research. In a statement, he said that the university complies fully with the Animal Welfare Act, with its testing and research, and is approved by the Animal Ethics Committee. Several universities around the country take part in animal testing. Last year, 53,260 animals were used for research, the lowest number in the last 5 years. SAFE would, however, eventually like to see all animal testing banned.
We do. We're an animal rights organisation, so we don't believe that deliberately inflicting suffering on animals is acceptable. But what we are saying is, let's start with the worst category suffering categories, because then you can start looking at, is this really still acceptable in modern day New Zealand?
SAFE's view is that anyone who opposes animal testing should boycott cosmetic products that have been tested on animals. Marcus Gibbs, CTV News.